Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I want to welcome you to my Friday Facebook Live. Please say hello when you're joining me. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to hear from you. I love to know where you are in the world. I know that I do have people that watch me from all over, so it's always interesting and fun to know where you're coming from. Okay, so I have brought you up on my iPad. I'm actually just a smidge early. Yay me, I'm not running behind it today. Okay, so I think we are good. So I'm not seeing any. Okay, there we go. Now they're coming up. Hello, Debbie. Thanks for joining from North Carolina. All right, so today's card, I'm going to be using the Shark Frenzy bundle. This is such a fun bundle. I had to play with it last month. I had created this card here for my son for his 30th birthday. It's a bridge fold or a U-fold card. So this is the one I had created for Damon for his birthday that I had done, but I hadn't played with anything else yet. Hello, Diana. Hello, Jim. Thanks for joining. So I had to make a new grandparents card for my girlfriend, who I'm running a little behind on it. She became a grandma last month and I hadn't created anything yet. So I pulled out this fun Shark Frenzy, as it has the two adult sharks and then the baby shark. And then look at all these fun little things that you can add. A little purse, eyelashes, some jewelry, a mustache, so super cute. And then the dies, hello Carol, thanks for watching. The dies have even more options, because look at this. Okay, so this is the mustache. Look at this right here. You know what that is? That is the cutest. I'm just trying to pick it up here. Now, put it on my hand so I can show you. Look at that. It's got a little cane and a little hat. Now, I don't know anybody at this point in time that's a grandparent that uses a cane. Really. Oh, well, my father-in-law, but he has more of a walker. He's had back issues for years, but anyhow, so this is what I have used, as well as my sentiment comes from the prettiest birthday, because there's no proper sentiment in there for congratulations, and congratulations, let the adventure begin. I imagine being a grandparent would be quite the adventure. So I thought that was quite candy cane. Yes, Diane, I didn't even think of that. I thought that would be appropriate. And then I wanted an and I think I forgot to put this in my product list on my blog post. The Make a Difference stamp set. This stamp set has so many letters in your scripty and your typed font. It's got your numbers and then all your little symbols, but that little and right there is just so perfect. So my colors are Granny Apple Green, Seaside Spray, Gray Granite, and Blushing Bride. And the reason I pulled out Seaside Spray is it is a in color that is retiring very, very, very soon. And I wanted to play with it again. So, because it's such a great blue. So this, hello Jeannie. This is my grandpa and grandma card for my girlfriend. So there's Grandpa Shark, there's Grandma Shark. She's got a fancy little necklace on. There's her little eyelashes. See, she's stamped in the Blushing Bride, which is very dark. I had just re-inked it and it's really quite dark. And then she's got a little purse. And then the fun bubbles here. And then my waves there. And then, hello, Anne. On the inside, congratulations, let the adventure begin. So I have gone ahead, guys, because otherwise it might be a very long live and I don't want to tie you up on this beautiful day. So I have gone ahead and I have stamped my girl shark, my grandma shark. I haven't colored her fancy necklace in yet. I have stamped grandpa shark. Now this is two-step stamping where you've got your outline and then your fillers stamp. So makes it easy to line it up. And then we've got little baby shark. And because they have a grandson, that's why I made my shark blue. And then, of course, we've got her purse and her little straw hat. So I'm going to just move all of this aside for the moment. Oh, and I colored in, we're going to color in her necklace with a dark So Saffron. We're just going to do little dots of colors. So then all of these little circles here. So let's just move all of this out of the way because we are going to do a little bit of ink blending here. So as you can see from my card, this is what the Seaside Spray looks like, and I have come in and I have put some Seaside Spray and Granny Apple Green on my pieces here so that just to give it a little bit more interest and depth to my color. So thank you for sharing, Jeannie. Now I got an email, Jeannie, saying that my package was delivered, so I hope that means you have your spring social package now. So I'm just taking my blending brush, and I do apologize, these are not orderable at the moment, but they will be back. So if you don't have them yet, they will be back in stock, and I will let everybody know when that happens. So I am just coming around and adding some color just to add a bit more depth and interest, like I said. And you can go as heavy or as light. And I'm going to layer my die cut pieces on my card front. And I'm going to show you how easy that is. So you can go heavy, 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 or you can just light, whatever you choose. So let me show you what. You can see the difference there already. How just by adding that little bit really does make quite a impact on that cardstock. So are there any Marvel fans watching? Even if you're watching the replay, please let me know. Today is the start of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So we are looking forward to watching that tonight after everybody's done their work. Going to be super, super fun. I'm hoping we enjoy it. Well, I'm sure we're going to enjoy it as much as we enjoyed WandaVision. We loved that. All right, so as you can see, we've got quite a bit on there. When you compare the two, it's amazing how just a little bit of color really does change that look. And this is why I did not stamp and die cut with you guys. I did that work ahead because this takes a little bit longer. So I'm going to do all the blue first, and then I'll come in later with the green because I'm going to flip my I'm going to flip my cardstock, my grid paper over. So waste not, want not. As you can see, this is what I used when I was creating. All right, so there's our 3 waves. And as you can see, when I put it down, you can see that it's higher at this end than it is on this end. Same with this piece here. It didn't matter to me that it wasn't like perfectly aligned, because waves are never perfectly aligned, right? So that's what I thought. So I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter. Now, you don't have to, because I'm coming all the way down here with the biggest piece, you don't really have to put any ink down there if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. And I'm starting coming off the page and then coming back in. And my cardstock here is 4 inches by 5 1/4. My basic card size for the front of a card. And I'm leaving white areas. I'm going here and there, leaving some areas white, and that'll be the area that I use my Granny Apple Green on. And I'm just going around. And I think this should be far enough down for me. All right. Kind of doesn't look like much right at the moment, does it? It kind of looks like, what is she doing? All right, so then we're just going to move that aside. I'm not going to close it up quite yet. We are going to flip this to the Granny Apple Green side. Such a great color. Hello, Pat. Diana, yes. Tonight is the Winter Soldier Falcon. So I'm going to come in here and there with some of my green. And then if I choose to have a little bit more blue, then I can just come back in with it to change it. And depending on how heavy your hand is, as to what your coloring is going to be like for that sheet of cardstock. I'm just kind of here and there. I'm just adding what I think. Let's see if it looks good here. Let's see if it looks good there. There's no real rhyme or reason. I'm just going with the flow type of thing. All right, so I think I want to bring in a little bit more blue. So I'm going to close up my Granny, put that to the side, and you can see your fingers do get a little inky, but that just generally means you are having fun. All right, so I'm going to move these guys out of the way, flip that back over, and then I'm going to come in here, kind of blend that line so it's not quite so definite in those areas. Just going over it just ever so slightly to tone down that green. Whoop. I went a little heavier on this one than I did with the other, but that is okay. So then you're gonna, before you decide if that is good enough, I'm going to take and kind of shove these under to see what I'm thinking of my coloring progress. All right, so, and I've got ink somewhere on my hand here that's leaving marks, so I'm going to come back in with my blue just to kind of blend that out. Dry my hands on my jeans. Something that when my kids were young, Danielle never really did that, but the boys sure did. Yeah, I'm thinking just a little bit more blue up here. So we are going to add a little bit of blue here to kind of blend that mark just slightly. And that's good. I want a little bit more blue on this. Last night I was catching up on The Walking Dead as well on the PVR. I didn't even realize it had come back, so I had my laptop and I was sitting there typing up today's blog post. Okay, so we're going to come in here and bring some blue in. Hello, Becky. Thanks for joining. All right. See how that's just dulling it down just slightly. It's not quite so vibrant and bright. But if you like that vibrant, bright look, then just leave it. I just wanted something fun for the background. There, I think I'm going to say we're done. Okay, so let's start building our card. First, we have to bring in our pierce mat because our stamps are photopolymer, so we need to stamp our grandma and grandpa, and then of course that do at the bottom. The Jaws watcher in me goes doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Although the people that have the young kids, that baby shark doo-doo, doo-doo, doo. Yeah, it all depends on the generation, right? We weren't baby shark. We were Barney and Arthur and Franklin. All right, so let's go Grandpa. We're going to move it over just a little bit. And it's a little not quite the right. It's not right up with it, but that is okay. And then Grandma is going to be below here. So cute. And then here we need our doo-doos. All right, and we're going to put it over to the right because Baby Shark is going more on the left. Hello, Becky. Thanks for joining. All right, so, and then let's take our insert or our card base and Oh, we don't need this now. Let's move that out of the way. This is just our regular cling mount, so we don't need the mat. All right. So bring in the silicone craft sheet and my glue. So to get these all on, the easiest way, rather than try to figure it all out as to your spacing, is just take your liquid glue and run a line along the bottom here, just like that. And then we are going to stick it right at the bottom of the card front. Okay, so we are at the very bottom. Next, I want my skinniest piece to be at the top. So now we're going to do the exact same thing with this one. We are going to just go along the bottom, because we haven't put any glue at the top, so we can easily just lift that up slightly and slide that in. And there we have our next layer is put in there perfectly. This is the way you get more dimension on your card. And we're not doing, even though this is the top one, we're not doing all to the top up here into the waves area, because I want to slip my Sharkies in there. So, and there you see we've brought it all the way up. Easy peasy. Okay, so now we're going to take our Seaside Spray layer, and we are going to, and it's an 1/8 of an inch larger. I generally cut down my cardstock layers an 1/8 of an inch at a time to get that nice thin border. Okay, we're going to fold and burnish our base, and this is the thick basic white, and it is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then we are going to adhere this to the card front. All right, so now we need to figure out our placement of everything. So Baby Shark is going to go here, like that. And then Grandpa Shark, he's going to slide in there. Grandma Shark, she is going to slide in like there. And then for these fun, look at these fun circles. So we are going to just, I'm very visual, so I like to put them down first before I get any of that glue out. I like to see what I think of my placement, whether or not I'm happy with the area that I put it in or not, whether it needs to be adjusted. Okay, and then one here. All right, I like the way that's looking. And you can see how much darker I went. I was much more heavy-handed on today's card than I was yesterday. All right, so baby is good, so baby is going to get a little bit of glue, and baby is just going to right like that. And then Grandma Shark, she needs her hat on, so all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue right on the edge of the brim, and Grandma's hat is going to scooch up just a bit. And oh, I forgot to take out I'm using a glue dot to put the purse, to attach it to Grandma's hand. And my friend Melissa, she's not Grandma. I can't remember what she said she was going to be. Everybody has a different thing that they get called. My friend Tammy is Meemaw. My mom was Nanny, so my sister Carol, who has grandchildren, she is Nanny as well. I guess it's a British thing. Nanny, having a nanny. And that's so cute. Oh, I forgot to do her little jewels. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't remember what Melissa told me that she was being called. So I'm just kind of going over very lightly just to give those jewels a little bit of a color. All right, so now she's just going to get, I'm not applying glue all the way on her because, come on, get out, there we go. I want the top of her, you can see the top of her is not stuck, so that way, because of the layers, because she's sitting on top of 2 layers of the cardstock, so that would make her kind of sit backward a bit. And I didn't want that, so if we just apply a little bit of glue to this area here, then we're not worrying about that. Okay, then Grandpa needs his hat. Brad's grandfather used to wear a, are they called fedoros? Fedora, a fedora, and it was a suede brown hat that Connor loved. So Grandpa gave Grandpa Denning, Grandpa Basil, although the boys, when they were little, they couldn't call him, they couldn't say Grandpa Basil. They called him Grandpa Baseball. That was his name, and which was funny because he loved his baseball. He was always watching a baseball game on the TV when we would go up to have a little visit. All right, so we're just gonna bring that little hat up. It's so cute. And again, look at my mistakes on the back. I was having an issue with lining up. So now he can be all glue because he is on the basic white, the bottom layer here. So, and I'm just carefully lifting him up, the wave up to lift him, to put him in like that, sitting like that. All right, now if I was clever and would remember, I would have used the adhesive sheets. I do have them, but do you think I ever remember to use them? Oh my gosh, I don't know why. I have this memory blockage when it comes to using my adhesive sheets, so I have to be so careful with skinny, teeny, tiny little things like this that I'm putting glue on. Leave it there for a second so that it has a moment to adhere. Does anybody else do that? Forget that they have something that would, it's like the easy button. The adhesive sheets would totally be the easy button, but Marcy can't seem to remember that she actually owns them and should pull them out. And then right here, and I can see I've got fuzzies on my glue here. All right. My thumb is now completely covered with glue. But oh well. All right, we're almost done. This fun card. So I'm just applying these here and there, the bubbles. No real reason. I just thought they were super cute and fun and would add to the card. There we go. And everybody is on, and I have a few extras here. We're not going to use the cane. All right, so there we go. And what time? 30 minutes. Pretty darn good. I would have been a whole lot longer if I had have stamped and die cut everything out. And I didn't want to take up that much of your day. So we've got the little bit lighter, the little bit darker. They're both the same on the inside. What do you guys think? Super fun and cute. Very cute. I could actually come in with some Wink of Stella and give them some shiny teeth, but I love that we've got those little eyelashes. They're so adorable. But the dies themselves, oh my gosh, these dies are so much fun. You've got your fish, your bubbles, bow tie. Then there's the little dress tie with a little bow tie. This was little glasses. She even has the little, I didn't know what this was, and I was looking through samples. Those are her lips if you wanted to give grandma lips. So much fun. So much fun. So that is all for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's project. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, please say hello, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell, so you see every time I publish a new video. All right, that is all for me today. Have a fabulous rest of your Friday, and have a great weekend, guys. It's going to be so lovely here. This weekend, I'm going to be able to get outside and do a little bit of yard work, I think. So, bye for now. See you Monday at 10 a.m.